Welcome. This is a video tutorial on how to create a Google form. I'm just going to kind of run through the basics here. When you log into or go to google.com, you'll see this Google Drive here, or sometimes I use Google Chrome, so it shows up here. Otherwise, you could go to google.com, and when you log in, you'll see Google Drive right here. So go ahead and click on that. I already have some things in here, so I'm going to go to my Algebra 1 because that's where I want to create this Google form. And I want to create a new folder entitled Unit 10, Quadratics. I like to keep all my Google forms kind of organized by unit. So then I'm going to go ahead and click into that folder. And over here on the left-hand side, you'll see this red button that says Create. You're going to want to click on that and choose Form. You're going to want to put a title for your form. This one is Unit 10, Concept 1, Quadratics and their properties. And then you can pick whatever theme here it is that you want. This one looks good. Let's do Cherry Blossom. Okay, we'll choose that. In here you can put a quick description if you like. I typically don't put anything in there. Under question, I'm going to write my first question here. You can pretty much do any questions you want. And one of the nice things here, it will underline red like it would in Word to let you know if you've incorrectly spelled anything. You can put a help text in here. Typically I'll use that if I want to give kids a hint to the answer to the question. And then you can choose here what kind you want. Text is just a shortened, very short answer. I usually use that for first name, last name. Paragraph text is for longer, which is what I'm going to choose. You can also choose multiple choice, check boxes, choose from a list, scale, and grid. So I'm going to do paragraph. This is the longer answer that they're given the space to write. This is a required question, and then I click Done. To add a new item, you just go to Add Item here. Choose what kind of item. I'm going to add another paragraph text question. This is going to be my second question. I typically figure these out a little bit ahead of time. I like to use questions that I know are going to help me to kind of hold students accountable, one, for whether or not they watch the video, and two, to give me some formative feedback as to how they're understanding and how I want to gauge and maybe start my lesson after they've already viewed a video. So this is also required. And I click Done. Once I usually only ask 2 questions. Sometimes one question is about the content in the video, and then the next question might be a feedback question as to how Flipped Classroom is going, what they like, what they don't like, what their general questions like, what they're struggling with. After that, I always add questions I want to ask their name. So I do first name, and I just choose a text for this question because it's usually typically short. It's a required question. So first name, and then I do last name. I then ask them for their student number. This way I can display their answers without having to give away who answered what, so it gives them a little anonymity, yet I still know who they are because I hide the columns with their names. And then I ask them to choose what hour they're in. That just kind of helps me to organize the information. When you use a Google form, all of the answers responses come to you in a spreadsheet, and so if I have them put in the hour, I can organize all their answers by hour, and it just makes it a lot easier for me to put them in for grades. So first option 1 will be first hour, and then second hour, fourth hour. Right now I have all Algebra 1 for every hour that I'm teaching. And I make that a required question and click Done. Right here you can have a confirmation message. I just leave it whatever it is. It says your response has been recorded, but you can put anything that you'd like in there. And so that is everything that I have that I want in there. I go up to the right here and click on Send Form. And then I can go ahead and get the embed code. Embed code's right here. If I click on that, this is the code that I want, and I can adjust the size. I usually do 500 by 500. So then I right click here, click Copy, and click Done. That will give me the embed code. So I go back over to my tutorial over here. Here's where I have my video, and I usually have my questions beneath that. So I'll go to the Insert button here, click Insert, and I want to click on HTML. So I need to give a title, Unit 10, Concept 1, Online Submission. Is usually what I just entitle mine. Here's where you would put your HTML code. Just right click in there, click Paste. And I like to hit preview just so I can get a look at it. So there it is right there. My quadratics and their properties. There's first question, second, first name, last name, student number, and class period. It's everything like I like it. And so I'm all set. Once I get that done, I just want to click Save. And so this is how it will appear to students. Right below the video will be the online submission, all the questions that I want them to answer, and their own personal information.